get our minds onto like newspapers that are actually physically real.
I haven't seen a newspaper in decades.
I considered subscribing to one, but
I get one delivered to my house every week. The Nina News.
That rag? Come on.
I thought it'd be nice to actually have a physical newspaper again. I considered actually signing up for that, but I don't know pricing and everything
expensive.
else. Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh,
I don't even want to
man.
look.
Whoever currently owns the Post Crescent can go jump in front of high traffic.
My guess it's either Pulitzer or Hearst.
Yeah, probably.
They think we're nothing.
I did enjoy before moving away that I think it was the Gazette or whatever newspaper it was that was constantly at work, that they always had those full page ads just selling out. It's like, this never was a thing, but now it is, and anyone can buy them because they're really not that expensive. So there'd be big page long religious manifestos in the middle of the newspaper. It'd be like, this is quality. Good job.
Nice.
Wow, I've never had a newspaper want me to burn it faster.
Right?
Goodness. It's a shame that I'm at work and there's no place that I could put this flaming pile of paper and ink somewhere safe as to not start the building on fire.
So speaking of Mr. Pulitzer, there Ken, you little clairvoyant demon, you.
Yeah.
Did you know Robert Duvall was going to pass away? So you're like, let's watch Newsies because
Robert Duvall passed away.
Yeah, like a week ago.
Yeah, last week.
I don't pay attention to the news. It's all lies.
So I see him coming through as Pulitzer. I'm just like, damn it, Ken. You either willed this into existence or you knew ahead of time. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Somehow.
Either way, down with the capitalists.
Yeah.
Strike.
Yeah.
I can't remember anyone's name, so I had to look up who
Crutchy was.
The newspaper guy was. Not
Newspaper?
Crutchy. Nobody knows
Bill
Crutchy's
Pullman,
name.
the president?
Yeah, Pullman.
No,
Yes.
You give a moving
actor,
speech.
isn't that David Moscow? I think it's David Moscow.
No, David Moscow is Davey.
David Moscow's Davey?
David's Jacobs.
Well, dang it. Who played? God, I should have made notes of who played what.
I got the cast list right up in front of me. Who do you want to know?
Crutchy.
Crutchy.
Fucking Crutchy.
Crutchy was Marty Bilfaski.
What a name. What a name.
Oh, I hate that man. I hate him. Watching him gleefully tear apart newspapers, blissfully unaware that people are running away.
You gotta give him a break. He doesn't get to have a lot of fun in his life. He's a cripple, and other people are trying to be cripples. He can't be a real cripple in the cripple fake world.
It's not the fact that he has to walk with a crutch that annoys me, because what the fuck? Who would get upset about that? It's that he's an idiot. He's an idiot, and he gets everybody else in trouble because of his stupidity. That's the problem.
He is. It happens at possibly the worst time, unfortunately, but he's still good at heart. He's trying. He's just not good at it. I can't fault him for that.
And I will hold it against him. He is the only, as he put it, cripple in New York, because we never see any other ones. He lied at the beginning of the film that there were others. Nope, it's just him.
Well, yeah, we don't see him work in his corner. There's a lot of cripples around his corner, wherever that may be. Fake ones. Like, we don't see these people in action. We only see... I'm Ken.
I'm Joe.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Dan. What's going on? Oh, God.
We didn't rehearse our song and dance.
We are ankles deep in this movie already.
We need to be in lockstep to be able to strike.
We're the Rewinders, rewinding movies to see if they hold up. And Ken just kicked this into gear. Holy cow.
We are ankles deep in this movie. We can't keep doing this. This is incorrigible.
God.
And this time, we got our fingers all inky by watching Newsies. I have next to no history with this movie, so anyone who has history with this movie, go ahead, let us know.
Not me.
The only history I know is that it was just teachers had it queued up to play, and that's all I ever saw of it. I never saw the whole movie. It was just teachers would hit play on the VHS and go sit at their desk and probably rethink their life choices. And all of us 90s kids would just sit and watch, Raise the Gates or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember what that was. But yeah, that's it.
I only just learned about this movie this morning.
Liar.
That's a lie. I watched this movie when you guys were talking like Jurassic Park and that, like, you know the movie by heart. You watched it once a week that was this was that movie for me. And so like this movie is very deeply seated into my blood, my DNA. I adore this movie so much.
That's fine.
Man.
That's fine.
I still get excited watching it, and the music comes on, and I'm like, "Yay!"
I wish I could share that.
I
really
do
would.
too.
for real, this is-
I'm glad for you.
I 100% understand where this is like nostalgia. Like this is absolutely a nostalgia movie for me for whatever reason. I can see where people probably wouldn't like it. It can be considered maybe a little bit campy. The lines aren't necessarily the greatest. The songs written, they seems like there are some lines shoehorned in.
Yeah, they're catchy, but like lyrically, they're a fucking mess.
But you know what? And this is something very important about probably where I can enjoy this movie a lot is when music happens, I'm very, 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 very bad at understanding lyrics sung. And so whenever music happens, I usually just sing my own words that go along with it, which is where like
it just kind of worked out for you.
Just start singing, it's fine. So the fact that the words are all over the place doesn't matter because as an adult, I'm still being, oh, that's what they're saying there. I've seen this movie probably 200-300 times.
Damn.
That might be conservative because I've been watching it since like 93, 94, sometime in there.
Damn.
Why didn't you start watching it in 92 when it got released?
Because that would have been my first movie in theaters, and that had to be a Goofy movie. It's what do they call it in Marvel when it's something that has to happen.
Oh, this is a canon event.
It was a canon event in my life. Goofy movie has to be the first movie that I watched in theater.
It's his anchor.
Anyway, yeah, it's a lovely movie. I love this movie a lot.
Okay, I'll accept that. I think it just came out at the wrong time for me because 92, as we mentioned earlier, there was a lot of movie going on in 92.
Oh yeah, there was
There
tons
was an
of
awful
movie.
lot of movie going on.
And you, dear listeners, didn't get to hear it because we were muted. And by muted, I mean not recording.
We had items like just as a quick one here. We had items in 92 such as Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin, Basic Instinct. We had, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Last of the Mohicans, Reservoir Dogs. That was also, My Cousin Vinny, Bodyguard, A League of Their Own, The Mighty Ducks, Death Becomes Her, Army of Darkness,
Dang.
Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, Sister Act, Home Alone 2, Wayne's World,
Yeah.
Batman Returns, Dead Alive. The list goes on and on. Encino Man.
How many of those have we done? Is like 92 the year we need to like work on digging ourselves out of movies?
Under Siege, Beethoven. It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
Yes, Beethoven, a movie about a big wet
Yeah,
dog.
92 is crazy.
And that's one thing that I wanted to judge this on was, did I remember why I didn't watch it, really? And I just think it hit at the wrong time. I might have watched it if it hit at a different time.
What's funny
I
is
don't
that
know.
you were watching this, Ken, while I was watching Toys with Robin Williams. Those came out at the same time.
I never saw that movie.
It's like a
I was
dark
too busy
comedy.
watching this one, I guess.
I
I don't remember my first time watching this. I don't remember how I actually stumbled upon this movie. I just know it's always been part of my DNA.
mean, that's fair. Everybody has that VHS that was part of their house or their growing up that they held on and clinged on to like treasure, and everybody else apparently hated it.
and that's why I'm so anti-capitalist.
I can tell you right now, this 1992 list, Captain Ron was definitely the most watched movie in my house over Newsies. We watched the shit out of Captain Ron.
Still haven't seen it.
I think from a Disney standpoint, even this was a difficult year because you had Captain Ron, you had Aladdin, which that is like Everest overshadowing Newsies.
Yeah.
You had Muppet Christmas Carol also came out in 92. Lawnmower Man came out in 92. That is not Disney. But no, you had The Mighty Ducks as well. You had Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, a sequel to one of the most successful film franchises, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You have Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. People are excited about a second one. There's a lot of Disney going on in this list for 92. So the fact that Newsies got kind of just like forgotten about in
Pushed
the
under
mix,
the rug.
yeah, it makes sense, I guess. It's just wild to me. There's so much.
Would you like the synopsis of this movie?
I mean, you're the one who's going to be able to do it better than anyone here, Ken.
Okay, you guys got to know that in 1899, the Newsboys, there were a group of kids who would go out and sell papes. That was their job. This is a real thing that happened in 1899. There was a there was a David Simmons who gave a speech at a rally saying, hey, we need to stop beating up people. This is a real thing that happened. Spot Conlon was one of the leaders of the Brooklyn Newsboys union things. The other one was actually Racetrack. I don't know. You guys probably didn't know that. Instead of watching the movie,
it looked like One Eye was like the leader instead of Jack. Kid Blink, that's his name. Kid Blink.
Yeah, Kid Blink. Was his name, which is very funny to give a kid.
It's not as on the nose as Crutchy, I
can
guess,
only wink. Crutchy was also a real. He was a leader of another one. They did have a Kid Blink in this movie. Mm-hmm. His name was Blink. He had a patch on. He's more of a background character. They had to give, Jack Kelly much more to him. You can't have a lead character with one eye. That just can't be done.
Futurama would like to have a word, Ken.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I was too busy watching Newsies.
You had 7 years to watch Newsies before Futurama aired? Maybe 6 years? What's your excuse after that?
I watched it so much. You guys don't understand. You don't understand. Anyway, regardless of what happened in real life, it's actually based pretty close on real life events. Like they followed it pretty close to the T up until the end. The ending's different. They made it happier for the ending.
They didn't get union busted like real time people did.
Hundreds of children weren't murdered. They
got union busted. They got beat up. Spot Conlon said these sticks aren't toothpicks. He really was like some sort of badass kid beating people up with table legs. No. In the end of the movie, where Jack Kelly, aka Francis Sullivan, takes the broad and decides he's going to break the strike, and that happened in real life. Him and actually David Sullivan, aka David Jacobs, in this movie, both came out with like new suits and were like, hey, strikes, it's fine. We're just gonna keep on working. And so they got kicked out of their post, and the strike continued on without them. I shouldn't say without them. They went back, but they weren't the leaders anymore.
Yeah. I saw the compromise was also a little bit more disheartening compared to the movie too. It was like, yeah, we're going to keep the price the same, but if you don't sell your papers, I guess we'll buy them back.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to buy it back, which at least means like they're not losing. They're still not making as much, but they don't have to eat what they don't sell.
True.
Which I thought literally meant eat, but I think nowadays it probably actually means that they return them.
Hey, this movie brought verbiage into my life I didn't know existed. Like now I know what it means to soak people. Like there's just a lot. There's a lot to learn.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, movie. Starts off, kids selling papers. They singing a lot. The nuns come out and they say, hey, here, have some food. And then a lady comes around and says, hey, have you seen my child? Where's Patrick? Lovely. I always love that part. And then Hearst up in his ivory tower. How do we get more money? This is there's not enough money in my pockets. Do you see my fire? Do you see my rich butler who's also is he a butler?
He's Weasley like one. I don't.
To this day, I don't know what he is. He is a piece of crap. He does really relish on the opportunity to just destroy these children at every turn.
If I've learned anything from movies, it's butlers have two routes in life to go. One, the route of an old wise mentor father figure, or two, the Weasley sniveling son of a bitch who should have been fired ages ago. There's only two routes.
Absolutely. He could have been a really awesome live action Alfred.
Yeah.
But he chose the which one? Polster.
Yeah.
Polster route. Anyways, we got Polster up in his tower, shaking his head. The guy says, hey, how about we charge distribution units for more papers? Oh, Newsies, yeah, let's charge them 60 cents. We'll raise the prices. Newsies say, hey, no, bad. And because there's other strikes going on in the city, they get the idea, hey, let's have a strike of our own. And so they have a strike. They have, and the papers, they don't cover it because they're all conniving together. Monopolies suck. This is what happens. This is why we don't have monopolies, but we do have monopolies.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
Here we are. This movie is very formative in my opinions of how countries and economics work. You can say no monopolies, but the capitalists are going to win anyway. Yay. Anyway, sorry. Bill Pullman comes in. does some stuff. He takes their pictures, even though Jack Kelly says no pictures. They get on the paper. They have a rally. Jack gets arrested because he's in the paper. Turns out he's a kid criminal. Yeah. Oh, okay. Strike ends. They win. Yay. Sorry, I didn't write anything down. I figured I would be the one talking about what this movie was about, but I didn't write anything down because I'm very scatterbrained these days. And, yeah, I think you can tell by my synopsis that is true.
I mean, it's the gist. It's the gist of the story.
You've covered it. Yeah.
Big, bad, evil newspaper tycoon kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, high level. They raise price. Kids don't like it. Strike.
Hilarity ensues.
Everyone wins in the end.
There's some fighting, and the kids get the prices lowered or something. They win. Do they actually dictate what in the movie? Do they dictate?
I never took out of it that they got any concessions.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I threw my CPAP on last night. I put my glasses on over it. I watched the final 15 minutes, and all I remember seeing is just. I remember seeing Christian Bale in the back of a car, Teddy Roosevelt a lot, and a lot of cheering.
Oh, you do remember Roosevelt in the carriage.
That, and I think he got engaged to David's sister or something because those
Sarah.
two are on an adult line of movie making that kids should not be on.
Yeah.
I get it. Sarah's gorgeous.
I will say that one thing I appreciated tremendously from this film was the fact that I got to see Anne Margaret in a role outside of me only knowing her from Grumpy Old Men. I only know her from that. So having seen her in something else, it made me happy because it's like, oh, she's a human and has been in other things. She's great. Loved her.
She's great.
She plays a terrible Swede, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's an American Swede. That's the way America works. You talk about your heritage. Oh, I'm Polish, but like you didn't actually come from Poland. Your last name came from Poland.
At the end of the movie, I was like, this was really soft for 1899. I'm like, when was Gangs of New York? 1862 to 1863. Wow, things got soft in New York after 30 years.
I don't know, like we got cops brutalizing children and getting into some fights. Brooklyn shows up with their slingshots, and I got real excited until they cut away to the old classic Disney trope of a rock hitting someone's butt and them recoiling back and holding their butt cheek going, ow! You got a nut shot, too. Kid kicks a guy in the crotch.
Yeah.
And
This isn't Disney movie. It's intended for kids. Come on, man.
All of the choreography in this film, the impressive choreography, they spent all of the money on the dance choreography, and the fight choreography got shit on.
Oh, absolutely.
it's fair.
Holy crap. None of those punches look real.
Yeah.
There are several corners of the internet for this movie. For this fandom. There's the choreography gets it all. There's the music is great. And then there's a whole other section for the stage play. They hate the movie altogether. And apparently the stage play, they do all that crazy choreography, as well as sing all the songs live, apart from one of the songs. I forget which song it was. So like they're dancing and all that, and then still like singing the songs. I'd be interested in
What
seeing
musicals
stage play.
do.
You can watch it. It's on Disney Plus. The whole stage
Nope.
play.
I think
It started auto playing. I'm like,
Incredible.
no, I want my 2 hours and 15 minutes back, please. Not another 2 hours.
that was
and 15
something that
minutes.
caught me off guard. I actually had come back to this movie twice, and when I went back to it, I was like, how the hell is there an hour plus left? And then I looked at it and realized it's a 2 hour movie. And
That is something that caught me off guard this morning, too, when I went to go watch it before we recorded. I opened it up. I was like, oh, how long? Holy shit, this movie's 2 hours?
It's a musical.
I love
Musicals
it.
are
It
long.
doesn't seem like 2 hours to me.
This movie failed the I'm bored test at 37 minutes and 48 seconds.
yeah.
I grabbed the remote, paused to see how much more was left, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, right?
I'm not getting this evening back, am I?
No.
Nope, I'm not.
Yeah, and I looked it up, and of course, the gentleman who directed it is the gentleman who did the 3 High School Musical movies. Surprisingly, Hocus Pocus.
Oh, man.
So, makes sense.
Does it?
Kinda. I don't know. For me, during all the fighting though, and during all of the calculated, we have to steal these children and put them in the refuge. My favorite part about all of it, hands down, is watching what's his name, Kevin Teague's character, Snyder. Snyder's like just the most villainous, cartoony villain. The one that just kind of slouches in the back and doesn't actually do anything. Like, at no point does he actually, like, try. He just stands looking menacing with a face that says, yes, I'm about to. And everybody just runs away or does whatever. And
yes.
I don't know. They're terrified of this man who's just a cardboard cutout that slightly leans towards them.
He's so bad at anything. He's chasing the kids, and they get up to the rooftop, and Jack jumps off the rooftop onto like a ledge, but it's not really a ledge. It's a whole other rooftop, and he runs out off to the rooftop. He's like, "Oh, I guess they're gone."
Yep.
And just stands. Doesn't even look over the edge. He's like, "Oh, they magically disappeared, I guess." And I'll be Frey Sullivan.
Yep. Or the scene where the cops bust into the performance and everybody's doing things. The cops are actually like all like being actually like, you know, physical with the kids and doing stuff all around him. And he's just slowly walking like this towards everybody. It's like, cool. He's gonna get away again. And then you're gonna just look like a doofus yet again.
But he didn't.
Over and over again.
He finally got his child. He's actually 18 years old.
He got his block chopped and fell into a bunch of cops.
What was that? What is that term called?
What?
It's it's what the Neanderthals did to woolly mammoths.
Uppercut them?
They would walk after their prey, and the prey would tire themselves out.
Oh.
Something hunting? What is that called? Oh god, I should look this up.
So
but that's what this man did to poor Jack Sullivan.
Gotcha.
Francis Sullivan, Jack Kelly. Ugh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 2 names. It's real hard to keep track of. I usually just forget Francis Sullivan, but we talked about it.
I also like how he steals
beforehand.
a man's horse and that never gets addressed.
Right?
That made me good. Yeah.
That's my horse.
That's all you.
Where'd the horse go?
You don't even see a guy
Jack,
running after him
you
or
stole
anything.
that horse. Nope, doesn't chase after him. Nothing.
But the kids ate great that week.
Yeah.
They sure did. A whole horse.
He's in a musical. He's doing a song.
Santa Fe, are you there? Do you
So
swear
it's
you
crazy.
won't
Is around
forget
92.
me?
You'd be singing Santa Fe, and I'd be singing Somewhere Out There and thinking about a sad mouse.
I'm thinking of you say Santa Fe, and I jump to Rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
So let's start off starting the movie, the opening move, like the opening bit of the movie. You don't get credits, you don't get anything. You get a whole ass musical scene, just right off the jump. That's bold, and I hated every minute of it.
That's my cigar. You steal another. It's nice that they let you know it's going to be a musical right out the jump, so you can either get or get ready. Like, I appreciate that. I really. When you're like watching a movie and all of a sudden they start singing, you're like, what the hell am I? What? When did this become a musical? That's
very
rude. I appreciate that. I appreciate that Newsies just comes out right away and says, hey, this is a musical. And we're going to have some fun with it. I
agree with you on that one. I can't stand movies where it's like 15, 20 minutes go by and it's just like a standard ass movie. And then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere. It's like, oh.
I was so excited for Frozen. Like, didn't have any idea that it was going to be a musical.
Yeah.
And you get like 10 minutes into that film and then they start singing.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, shit.
It's a Disney movie, Dan. You know they're going to do it.
Kids don't watch movies unless they sing.
Yeah.
Don't you know that, Dan? Singing's for kids.
I watch the hell out of Pete's Dragon. I guess that's fair.
Pete's Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watched Pete's Dragon
Yes,
over
I
this?
did.
Dragging your balls over this.
Oh.
Got him. Oh, God. Oh. I didn't like Pete's Dragon.
My mom had it on constantly, so I watched it all the time. All the time.
I've heard a lot of people say they like Pete's Dragon. I've watched it like a half a time, and I just couldn't get into
It's
it.
an imaginary dragon. That's the best part.
Yeah, his kid's name's Pete. And it's got a non-racist.
Do they chase the dragon the whole movie?
I mean,
The adults are
three
chasing
people
that
do.
dragon.
The adults
pretty
are
hard.
all chasing that dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just can't seem to catch it again. Like they get real close and then they try over and
Keeps
over again.
disappearing every time they get close to it. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's going on.
I was gonna say too. It also has like a
Weird.
vanilla Mickey Rooney. Like this one's not racist. They could put that on the cover. Not racist, Mickey Rooney. I don't know.
I mean, this movie, when Spot Conlon first shows up on the screen, they start playing like an Irish pan flute behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there thinking, is this supposed to be like? Is it supposed to be like? This is mildly racist. Is that what's going on here?
I mean, Brooklyn was known for their Irish population, and everybody was afraid of the Irish newsie for whatever reason.
And either way with that, I love that they're like they spend quite a bit of movies leading up to like Spot Conlon. Which by the way, up until I started looking up facts for this movie, I thought his name was Spot Collins.
Mm-hmm.
So 40 years of mishearing a name. Not 40. I'm not that old. Hold on. 32 years of mishearing a name.
There we go. You got it.
Yeah. And I was like, this is in my ears. Not good. Anyway, I love that they spend this whole time like Spot Conlon. Conlon. He's a real scary fella, and they show up and he's like this scrawny little kid that's just like, oh, okay. He actually turns out to be a pretty badass kid, but like you expect to see someone like that's like, and he comes out and he's just like, he's just a guy.
It's the little scrawny ones that you got to watch out for because they're scrappy. They'll
Exactly,
get
the scrappy bastards you got to look out for. That's what it comes down to.
Can attest to that. I was the scrappy little boy. I believe the term is squirrely.
Squirrely, I like that.
When Jack Kelly goes up and like, why'd they raise the price, Weasel? And he says, why not? Licks his finger, holds it up. It's a nice day. I don't know if you guys caught it at all ever in the years that I've known you, but I say that a lot.
Now that you say that out loud.
Based solely on this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes I get looks and I feel like I should explain it, but I'm like, it's too much to explain.
It's not for today.
So that the opening song sequence, I had multiple things that I wrote down from that, and then I had to tell myself, slow down. If you keep this up, I'm going to write a novel about this show. But it starts off, all the kids, they go through, introduce the kids and stuff like that. It's fine, whatever.
It's a fine life.
And then they all start dancing outside. And that's where I started getting like, come on.
Yeah.
So they're all like abandoned children kind of stuff. They're living in a halfway home kind of place. But when they come outside after washing up, their clothes are clean. It's like they just took them off the rack for doing the movie.
Yeah, they got to be clean.
No one pre-dirtied them up or anything like that. They're not street urchins or anything. But then they start rolling around in the street to do their dance, and you just see dirt flying everywhere. And it's like, you sons of bitches, your clothes is all nice and put together and clean at this point in the movie, and you are dirtying it up.
Joe has never met a child before.
They'll do that shit they'll do it just on purpose, just to get a rise out of you.
You'll notice that was the Newsboys lodging house. They had to pay to live there. Yeah. So part of that would have been laundry and stuff like that.
To make it worth their while.
So they would have probably had some sort of clean clothes. You notice that the kids at the very, very beginning sleep on the statue. They were kind of dirty. Their feet were grungy as hell. These kids were made to wash up, take showers, they had to sit in the wash tub and
shove their feet in other kids' faces.
That's actually hysterical.
For those of you who are listening to this, Ken just kind of rubbed his hands together while making the noise.
Yeah.
Because this is an audio medium, Ken.
No, that was for me.
We all need that every once in a while.
I got real excited. Like they get to have a fine life, carrying the banner through it all. A mighty fine life, carrying the banner tough and tall.
So you're on with my first note. The Industrial Revolution didn't hurt children, but gave them opportunities. That's what I took away from that opening song. Because they're all happy. They have a home. They got jobs. They got money.
Nowadays, these days they say the kids, they yearn for the mines.
Or the meat packing plant. One of the two. They want to do the night shift.
At least these kids aren't dying in flus at the hands of some evil.
Not in this movie.
Yeah.
We got to go to another movie for that.
Was that Mary Poppins?
Yeah,
Another
Chimney
Disney
Sweep,
movie?
Swept Away.
Yeah.
Swept Away, the Chimney Sweep movie. There we go, Swept Away. I'm writing this.
But my notes for this opening number do not end because the kid who claimed to be crippled is dancing quite well, actually. Hip thrusting, rolling around. Son, you are doing a bad job pretending to be crippled if that's what you're up to.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Joe,
I wonder if that's the joke. That might be the joke here.
Joe, there are levels.
The cripple
That he's actually faking?
that he's faking the whole thing.
No, he's not. He's not faking the whole thing. He's a cripple. He just, over long periods of time, needs the crutch. He can do a hip thrust real quick and be
Except
good.
he did a lot of them.
Awfully able for that. Enable.
You got to do a lot of them.
You can't just stop at one.
There's a
you
lot of
gotta
singing
do
to do.
more.
There's 2 hours.
Once you get those hips moving back and forth, whoa, watch
It's like a pendulum. It just goes on its own.
Yeah, and then this opening song ends, and what do all these boys that they introduced you to and made you start getting invested in their characters and stuff like that? They all act like an asshole to a pretty girl that walks by making her feel uncomfortable, by undressing her with their eyes and oohing and eyeing and basically catcalling her as she goes by.
Yeah.
Good job, boys.
Yeah.
Locker room
That
talk.
is true. Good job. They're street rats. It's no excuse. They should be better than that. I'm sure they were worse in real life.
Most likely.
It's hard to tell. There's very little footage of working people from 1899. There is footage of street kids taking assaulting. Is that the right word? There's a cart with newspapers in it, and they swarm the thing and take the papers off it. Lovely. And then they start fighting against each other. And that's exactly what Jack Kelly didn't want them to do. He didn't want them fighting together. That's what they want. We got to be a union. We got to work together.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like the little matchstick girl.
Wait, hold on. Which one's that?
It's like a short animated film thing about a street urchin little girl that sells matchsticks.
I don't know if I know that one.
It's sad. We'll just leave it at that.
Then she can't sell them, but then is freezing to death and uses them to stay alive until she's not alive anymore, and then passes away in the cold.
Yeah.
Well then.
He
That
dies
sounds awful.
before her last match does.
Oh. Why are you doing
That's
this?
lucky.
Stop it.
I guess.
That's a show my wife got to watch in school, and the people at school had
Yikes.
no understanding why she did not have a good time and started crying uncontrollably after
What in
it.
the? Yeah, let's watch Grave of the Fireflies, kids. Why are you crying? It's an animated movie.
They ain't real. What's your problem?
They had candy.
This happened a long time ago.
The amount of people who said they're not real, what's your problem, to me in earnest. Oh man. As a kid I was like, oh yeah, okay, but then tried to but as an adult, that's such a fucked up thing to say.
It kind of is, right? It's like that empathy you're feeling, squash it right now. We don't do that around here. You're going to grow up and hate everything and everyone. That's essentially what that comes down to.
Yeah, well, this movie kind of scratches that surface towards the end when we have Pulitzer saying anyone who doesn't act in their own self-interest is a fool.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely the mindset of many people today.
Yes, it
that
is.
gets the world in a shittier place every day, because while you may protect yourself or get ahead, the mentality of this is I will fuck everyone else to get ahead. I won't care about others to keep myself and my own good. And it's, as a whole, we go nowhere because of that.
Well, even Jack did it.
Yeah,
Money
Jack did it
talks,
occasionally.
man.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
His fancy little what was he? He was a scab. He was a fucking scab.
Yeah.
He had his little scab suit.
For 2 scenes. They did the
rat out.
swing of his character for 2 scenes. Cool.
You can't maintain that for long.
This is also known as lazy writing, ladies and gentlemen.
Dan, it's a kid's musical.
Oh, there's plenty of kids' musicals that have better full story arc writing than this one does. I'm not saying this is terrible. It's fine because they do have the circle writing, sort of.
I swear they only included that because it happened in real life. And then he comes back he does come back in real life kind of, but I don't think they steal a printing press to put out their own paper and make the entire city go into pandemonium when all the kids strike at once. I don't think that
I can't imagine in the industrial era people caring.
No.
Because they're like, yeah, put all those kids in prison. That's where they belong.
Well,
Right?
I mean, if all the kids do, all the wash girl.
Let alone like having a printing press running overnight and nobody coming downstairs. Not a single goddamn person.
I thought of that. I thought they were all whispering though, Dan, and they were very quiet with the way they were doing things. They had delicate movements. So I was like, okay, this is plausible. And I let it go.
Okay. That's fine. Whatever.
And then that scene also has the most jarring thing in this movie. Sarah singing 3 words. You're like, wait, lady? What?
Get out of here.
This has been about a bunch of boys who don't know how to talk right. You can't come in singing that English.
I wasn't get out of there. I was more like, oh, wait, what was that? Nice. And then it goes back to, I'm like, okay. Think about seizing the day. 7 words.
And as I was watching this, I was like, oh yeah, I know why I haven't seen many places do Newsy the musical is because you need a good stable of male voices that can actually sing and dance.
Yeah,
that's
actually.
going to be rough.
Yeah.
In like Northeast Wisconsin. It's going to be rough unless you got a good system where you bring people up in and they do well. When I went through school and was in Pulaski, Wisconsin, we didn't have a good system for getting kids singing well and early and doing theater, and but we did all right.
But 1992, we had at least three videos that were like more male singing focused. Aladdin, this one, and the third one that you had mentioned earlier.
I remember singing the Aladdin songs in school.
Yeah.
I also remember seeing one guy singing a duet with a girl, and I was like, oh, I could sing a duet with a girl. But then I just wasn't that good at singing at that time. I had to put in more work. And plus, no girls wanted to sing with me anyway. So.
Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. That's sad.
Hey, whatever.
That's sad.
I ended up in a just fine place anyway.
Yeah, all you girls listening.
Middle school girls be damned.
All you girls listening that didn't dance with Joe, shame on you. Shame on you.
Hey, all the people that ate the cake that I fed them at prom, awesome on you. I realized it was kind of weird. But you were cool for eating the cake.
Was there any question as to the cake?
I felt like it had some sort of dark ending coming, but
I wanted to even things out. I didn't want to be bitchy to everyone. I wanted to praise some people too.
It never occurred to me that you could bring cake to a prom.
Oh no, the cake was there.
Oh.
See, yeah,
Oh.
I do like
You just distributed
I do
cake.
like your mindset though, because bringing a cake would be something I'd do.
Right.
That would be something I would do.
that just sounds fun. Like you just show up with a cake and everybody's just like, what the hell's up with this guy? Oh, that's just Joe.
He's gonna give you cake at some point.
No, I don't think I've ever gotten cake from Joe.
No,
Ouch.
That
it's
hurts.
okay.
Joe, shame on you. Shame on you.
In Joe's defense, we were only coworkers for like 7 years.
That was enough time for him to bring a cake.
You brought in hoop stick.
He did bring in hoopstick. Yes.
It was there for a while.
Good time.
It probably still there somewhere.
Maybe.
I'll keep an eye open.
Shoved
It might
in
be
a
around.
workstation area somewhere.
There's some old executive who pulls it out fondly every once in a while and spins it around. I don't know who left this here, but I'm so appreciative.
With his ball and cup.
Ball and cup.
Ball and cup.
I must have left that there too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Anyway, I was sad to see not. I was like, are they going to show adults beating the crap out of kids? And 2, they kind of did.
Kinda
So
do.
Kind of.
I was like, okay, and then had to agree that you can't, not in like a kids movie. Are you really going to be able to sell adults beating the crap out of kids.
I mean, I was excited to see they at least punched him and he fell back into the cops. That was pretty hard for what it was.
Hit him hard enough to get him off his feet.
Meanwhile, in the same year, you've got Macaulay Culkin hurling bricks at wet bandits or sticky bandits' faces. And
honestly, reserving the actual violence for that scene really helps, like, take the air out of the room when he gets actually punched.
I would agree. It actually does frame it very well. Like, if it was just a bunch of brutality up until that point, it's just like, oh, okay. But considering the fact that they'd held their punches, I hate saying that because it's so stupid to say for this thing, because they held their punches, but when they finally did land that punch, holy shit, it was, it definitely sold it. I'd agree with that.
Sold it for only how long? That was a devastating hit. Mm-hmm. And Jack just gets up and starts running again.
No, that's when he falls back.
No, he gets punched and caught by the cops.
Like, grab him.
Oh, right.
And then his buddy messes with the horse.
And they do it in like slow motion, so it's like twice as long as it would be in real life.
Exactly.
That's how long they held it for. This is serious.
Bill Pullman, which paper did he work for?
The Sun.
The Sun. So you remember when all the fat cats were in the room?
Yeah, playing poker.
Right before the thing.
John Carpenter's The Thing? Just inducted into the National Preservation
Exactly.
Society.
The little spider head comes. He introduces, I think it was Gammon, or Gammon, something like that. The owner of the Sun, who was just returned from his thing in Africa. Like he was a brand new thing to their little monopoly party. That's when they started not covering the Newsies strike, because he was all of a sudden incorporated into that monopoly.
Got it.
So they were able to cover it. And then Bill Pullman is pulled off the assignment and sent to cover the war front because Pulitzer, convinced this guy to do that to him. So like diegetically, they have it in the movie. The corruption of the newspaper process here. It's a good thing we don't have the news being corrupted these days.
What war would he be covering?
The war in Africa.
It was a war in Africa.
I'm just kidding. I think there's the Spanish-American War right around that time.
Wars in 1899. There is the Boer War, which was in South Africa.
Oh, there you go.
It was probably that one. So that's where they were going to send him, I think.
So I bring that up because I just was curious. In the movie, the Newsies that are like, we're going to stop the paper from going out so that we can make a point. And we're going to celebrate this other guy who's a journalist for a newspaper that's going out. And it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I love the dichotomy. They're anti-newspaper. They're trying to stop the newspaper, but we're a star for a minute. But how could they be a star if they don't have, if there's no newspaper out there? Like it's a wonderful, it's silly.
In my head, I'm like, they're going to start their own newspaper. And I'm like, that'd be dumb. And then the end of the movie comes, I'm like, well, here it is. Starting their own newspaper.
That's how this entire movie plays. There are no punches pulled except for the ones that they did. This movie does not surprise you. There are no twists. There are no turns.
You're just surprised about who's in it. That's really about it.
Yeah,
you're like,
right.
that person's in
Pretty
it.
much. The second I saw Bill Pullman, I got excited. I love Bill Pullman. I'll watch anything with Bill Pullman.
The baby Christian Bale. Oh my God.
I wanted to put a little Batman hat on him every scene.
Just like make a cutout and paste it on your TV. Move it around as he's on it.
I want to sell your newspapers.
As a kid watching this, I was not surprised. Seeing Jack Kelly murder somebody with an axe as an adult was very jarring.
Yeah.
And doing it to Hip to Be Square.
I could see that.
Yeah.
They did cover something that gave me a chuckle. They get in the newspaper and they argue about being famous. And like one kid is adamant. They're like, yeah, now you're famous because everyone sees you because you're in the newspaper. And I'm like, man, I could buy that in the 1890s, but I worked in TV news in the when did I work in TV news? It was the
early
2000s to 2014. I was working in TV, and the amount of times when I would go out and do either news photography when I was doing that or commercial work, man, there'd be so many people in small town that would be like, oh, can I get a copy of that? And I'd be like, sure, you just got to go and request it from the station. And they're like, yeah, because then I could show I was on TV. And then it's like people in the early 2000s still thought that being on TV would make you famous and potentially lead to some kind of stardom. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry, but that's not, go get your video. You can do it. Go get it. I don't know what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
But
they were a star for 1 whole minute. Tomorrow they may wrap fishes in it.
Because you'll get interviewed and be there on TV, and they'll put like 2 seconds of you going, yeah, it was pretty bad, and then cut away. And that's it. That's all you'll have on TV.
Right. I mean, you'll be forgotten pretty quickly. They'll wrap fishes in your head later, but for right now, you're the king. They address that all in that song. But also, it is, what was I going to go with that? I do love, gosh, I love that so much. This movie's great. You guys don't understand how cool this is.
I'm so happy for you. I really, really am. I am so happy for you.
It's like you wrapped a hot dog up in a piece of paper and ate it 3 days later.
Yeah.
That was a
cured hot dog. It'll be fine. It got boiled.
Wasn't just any piece of paper. That was a story. And it was a story. That was a story it was wrapped in. It was wrapped in the warmth of Bill Pullman's words.
And in 1890s, there's not a whole lot of preservatives in that meat.
Right?
Fair. But those prices.
Right?
I saw like the roast beef was what?
Was this before or after
or something?
The Jungle?
I want to go back and have a roast beef for 6 cents. That sounds great. I'd love that.
Heck, I'd like prices that there were when I was a kid.
Same. That'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I missed all the processed food menus that were dollar menus all around the area. Now those don't exist anymore.
So this movie would have taken place pre the writing of The Jungle by Utopian Sinclair, the movie that exposes hot dog industry.
Sinclair? Yes.
Or Upton. Yeah, Upton. I have it right here on my screen too. I just didn't read it.
To the Jungle. We've got fun and games.
Get everything you want.
So that hot dog, not only probably not preserved, but also probably more dog than you care to.
Yeah. Yeah.
David jumped on the back of an open air carriage and no one noticed. And he held onto that carriage going into Pulitzer's front gated yard and no one noticed.
Yeah.
He low crawled around the, for me, it's just like, that's really stretching my plausible deniability.
Nah. See, Pulitzer isn't going to pay for good security.
Yeah.
The man's a penny pincher. The security guys are just like,
we tried.
Got a carriage coming in. We're going to write it down that a carriage entered.
80 wild dogs came in with it, but what do you want me to do?
Wild dogs. Pack of howling dogs.
I don't have enough shotguns for that.
It had an employee on it. The child was an employee.
Okay. I don't know. It was to me, I just found it laughable that was how he snuck in. And it's like, but he's right there. That's not really sneaking.
Yeah. Or it's like when they sneak in to go visit Crutchy.
Yeah.
And they're just like hanging off to the side with their rope. And the guys walk right past them. They just go right into the gates. Come on. But, you know.
And Crutchy saves the day. Crutchy's not a bad person at that point. He distracts Sullivan from looking out the window and seeing Kelly's hand holding onto the side of the window.
Saying Crutchy saves the day is like saying the person who caused the problem to begin with fixed it. Like, cool, good, but he's still the one who made things the way they were.
Crutchy is Jar Jar Binks of this movie.
Yes, that is a great way to say it.
He absolutely is.
In that he's cool.
And how shit does it feel when you're getting arrested that Jar Jar Binks comes up and says, Misa thinks you should make friends with rats.
Or Jar Jar.
Crushy only got sent to jail because he got left behind by everybody else.
He didn't get left behind. Everybody else is sounding the alarm saying, we got to get out of here. And what's he doing? Ripping a piece of paper and smiling like an idiot. He has no idea about his surroundings. He's not paying attention.
He was having a good time.
None of his brothers came to help him.
He's
They
not bright.
all left him behind.
What's there to
The
help?
only way for him to escape would be someone to pick him up and carry him, and he said, no one will ever pick me up and carry me. He's basically a dwarf.
True. Yes. He is the Gimli of the movie. Yes. Nobody tosses
Yes.
a crutchy.
He's the Jar Jar Binks. He's the dwarf.
He's all these tropes wrapped in one.
He's awfully maligned as a character.
the
There's a
comedic
lot of
relief.
people who do not like the crutchy character on the internet.
I wonder why.
Oh, yeah. No, I can understand. Even growing up, like, Crutchy was my least favorite character in the movie. And I understand. He sells out Jack, even if he doesn't mean to. But, like, as an adult, I can kind of get past that. I'd be like, yeah, he's just real excited to see a picture of his friend. He's been locked up this whole time. He hasn't seen his friend in a while. He doesn't necessarily like being in there, but, like, he's, trying to be happy, trying to make it so he can have at least, like, deliver Sullivan's food. Maybe when he brings Sullivan's food back to wherever it's going, he gets to have the scraps so he can have a little bit extra food. But he is a difficult character.
Were you about
to
to say
like
critter?
movie.
He's a difficult
He's a difficult critter.
I was going to say
I'll agree to
critter.
that.
I got Mabel on the brain, and there's a cat. I said rats. I got rats right here. Technically mice. Rats are black.
Whoa.
Mana. It's Magic, the Gathering. Rats are black mana. Mice are red and white. Long live Boros.
Long live Boros.
Oh, I don't think you'd say that.
So, does this movie sustain the length of time? Does it hold up?
For someone, sure, not me. I don't
For
know.
some,
Like,
but yeah,
I don't know.
not me. Doesn't for me. Nope.
This was not for me, but it definitely holds up.
I had no want to ever watch this film.
Likewise, Ken, that's the point of this podcast. You did a good job. You pulled it out of us.
I understand. I understand where you wouldn't like this movie, especially coming into it as an adult. Watching this movie would be probably difficult to sit through, especially if you don't have the history with it. As a kid, you don't have much going on. This is a wonderful movie. You got some songs you can sing along with. You got some people like people of the same gender who doing the dance, and that you want to get up and dance. You don't necessarily see them having guys do that. It's a good movie for a young child to be like, hey, look, this could be me. I can sing along with the songs. They sing like I do. And it's good to have, representation in what you're doing. And it's just, I don't know. It felt like a right movie for me to watch. And I really enjoyed watching it. And I continue to love the music. The dancing's fun. It's a silly movie. There's a lot of like washing that I can do with this movie just because I love the movie. Yeah, the fighting in it's not really fighting. It's fine. It is a good movie. I love this movie, but I can understand where they were coming into it. You wouldn't enjoy it.
I would love a drama documentary kind of thing for the Newsies that cuts out all of the music and dancing and gives me the story of the Newsies strike, a la Gangs of New York.
Yes. And I think that's the
Fish
thing.
mash.
I think this is a weird one for me.
You just want to see kids get their heads busted open. You don't like kids, do you?
I can tell you that they really glossed over the fact that thousands of children were killed during the strikes by the police.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. The damn Pinkertons coming after your magic cards.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this is a weird one for me. This is not a movie that I would say I don't recommend, and that's black and white.
Mm-hmm.
This is for certain people. I understand that this movie is just not for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay that it exists. I'm okay that it gives people happiness.
It's not a bad film.
It's not. It really isn't.
I just don't like it.
I see also why it failed in theaters and why it was a box office bomb. For me, this does not feel like a movie theater movie.
I 100%
This
agree
feels
with
like
you.
a passion project that somehow got released in theaters. I don't know.
Especially given everything else that came out that year.
Yes.
Like, this isn't the movie you take kids to. You take them to the Aladdins, the Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, that kind of stuff.
All those other movies that came out, like, there's no chance in hell that this movie would have been successful in 92. So I am genuinely glad that this film got the recognition and the cult status from being released and people falling in love with it and actually like growing up with it. That's deserving, hands down. I never would have seen this being successful in theaters and it shows. But I'm happy it exists. I'm happy that it touched people the right way, and that's good.
Maybe if it was shorter.
I think 2 hours is a little rough.
Long.
Yeah,
it's a long movie.
What would you cut? What could you possibly cut out of this movie?
Crutchy. All of Crutchy. Just get Crutchy out of there.
I would love to see a cut of this without the musical.
Yeah, that would really tighten things up.
Just the story of what's going on between the boys.
Okay. So let me. This is a surprisingly subversive movie for these.
Absolutely.
For what we live in. It's like, look, people are getting paid to have people in jail, and the people who own the jails are not providing the services they promise. Still a problem to this day. You have the rich folk not wanting to take out of their own pockets to sustain their business. Not wanting to piss off their
and whoever else.
This is an important point that I picked up this morning when I was watching it. So Butler guy suggests raising the price for the Newsies. They first shoot that down. Oh no, he says raise the price of the paper.
Yeah, the paper in general.
The paper. He says for the paper. They assume the general populace paper, and he says, my competitors will undersell me. I'll be ruined. Then he says,
pay cuts,
not the price of the paper, the price of the
distributors
that were the distributors, the Newsies. And he kind of shoots that down right away, goes and then pay cuts. And then he comes back to it and says, wait, we could raise the price. I could get Hearst on board if we do it. So they could have raised the price of the paper to the people at that time, because he could have gotten them on board to pay like everyone else to increase the price of the general paper. So that way he could be making more money that way. But he chose instead to go after the poorest, the biggest,
vulnerable,
without a voice here, the most vulnerable class. We would never see that happen again in the future. We'd never go after vulnerable people anymore. But at this point, we're really showing it has some really important things to say.
What is it right now? Is it still people from what country?
Right now, I constantly hear Somalia for some reason. Everybody's bitching and moaning about Somalia.
So Somalia has a presence of immigration in Minneapolis. A little area called Little Somalia, where they put immigrants in. And apparently one YouTuber went in there and found some people who were doing fraud with childcare. So similar to how Sullivan's doing fraud with the kids.
Yeah.
But Sullivan actually had kids. They're claiming that these people don't have. So
I think I saw that.
Obviously, it's the Somalians that's the problem.
I think I saw that, yeah.
So that's the overarching problem with that right now. And there very well could be fraud. There's always going to be fraud in things. It sucks. That's a complex thing to go after. And this movie tries.
That it does.
And I give it credit for trying to do something like that. And it's kids' movie, so it's almost like they're trying to put that into kids by a corporation who would later,
actively,
fall prey to
not falling prey, being predatory. Have you seen the price of Disney tickets?
I know that they've skyrocketed.
Dan, it's because you're not buying a Disney vacation. You're supposed to be buying like a timeshare at a Disney location.
Seen the price,
and then
Disney
you get
vacations?
the cheap tickets.
Have you seen the prices, Joe? Joe, just look at them. Just look at them.
I don't need to.
Nah, I'm gonna go to Universal again.
I did get to go to Disney once through a high school band.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, nice. I'll never need to go again.
That's how I felt, and then I keep getting dragged back.
I got to enjoy it as the first time ever being in Disney in a fifth. God, when was that? That was a while ago now. I was 16, so I got to enjoy almost all of the fun things. No, it must have been more than 16, because we went to Epcot and did the Walk of the World. I drank so much beer. It must have been. No, it couldn't have been. It was after high school, but I wasn't in college.
Did you get a princess lunch?
I want a princess lunch.
Princess lunch.
Oh, did I get a bunch of illegal beer?
Maybe.
Whoops.
No, because drinking laws are different all over the world. So technically, no. every country you visited had different rules.
Disney is its own entity. They originally started it to try to make their own little country. So technically, I don't know. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Disney do what they do.
Disney does what Disney wants. They used to be cool. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is if you see perhaps if you see a group of marginalized individuals, the poor people who don't necessarily have a voice for themselves, you see them getting taken advantage of, protests work. It does get the point out there. It does get people understanding that there is a problem with the way they're thinking.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Well,
Or your state, like Florida, then says it's okay to run people over with their cars if you're blocking the street. So murder can be okay. Because that's...
I didn't hear that one. That's exciting.
Florida passed that law that if protesters are in the street, you can strike them with your car, and it's not
You sure
illegal.
waited on that one.
Oh, that was years ago. They passed that way back. That was like George Floyd protest time.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because that was a protest for a person of dark skin. So it doesn't matter. Except it does. It really matters a lot.
And if you're late to work, oh my God, you're late for work. Because someone's protesting. Oh no, you're late for work.
Being late for work is the worst thing that can happen in capitalism.
Call ahead. Don't be a pansy. Tell your boss that someone's freaking standing in the road and you're trying to get around them. Anyway, I also worked for a place that once said, we don't care if it's a blizzard and it's dangerous for you to come in. You chose to live where you live. So you need to come in. And I was like,
yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. I'll see you.
So
in
if I die on my
job.
way into work, nice.
I'm haunting your ass so hard.
Luckily, I did not die on my way into work. No, movies like this are important.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times people do forget that power is within numbers. There's a lot of power that's in money that can easily throw money around. But if everyone says no, we're not doing that. Doesn't matter how much money you have to throw around. But you got to get everyone on the same channel. And that's the tough part.
You got to get those 100 voices singing.
Yeah. And what would they sing? Today's No Other Day? What is that song?
Oh.
What? I don't know. What's the song that's from this movie? I tried to tee you up.
The one song from this movie? God, is decision paralysis.
It's not Santa Fe.
Let us seize the day, neighbor to neighbor.
The only thing I think of when I hear songs musical Disney is immediately my brain goes to Goofy Movie, and I just hear, after today, my brains will be snoozing, or whatever the hell that song was.
Not Electric Line or Thunder Line or whatever it is.
No.
Power Line.
Power Line.
Yeah, I like that you don't go with the Power Line song.
No,
you went with the movie
today.
song.
It's
That's
always
great.
after today. Because that's when everybody
so
spontaneously breaks out into a musical, starts dancing out of high school, ripping up their papers and throwing everything out, and it's summer vacation.
Well, that was us getting run over by policemen on horses and taking a blackjack to the face by watching Newsies. That didn't happen in the movie. None of the horses stepped on anyone, and no one got hit by the one single blackjack. Anyway, check us out. We do this ever so often. We at least monthly, we hope. We're around. You can listen again if you like. You can walk away and never speak of us again if you ever spoke of us to begin with. Either way, we'll probably come back again and do another one of these.
I'm going to take you for this, what are we up to right now? 1 hour and 15-minute ride?
Yeah.
You're never getting it back.
You had to go somewhere, and what are you going to do? Are you going to listen to the same pop music over the radio station over and over again? No, you're going to listen to some chumps on a podcast, right?
That's the way to spend time.
Of course you are. So you're going to come back again or go somewhere else again.
You've become dependent on us.
Podcast.
We're here.
Codependency.
It's It's only like 170
Opinions
episodes.
matter. My question is, when's Lee coming
Whatever.
back? I think everybody's waiting for Lee, and it's just, where is he? What's he doing?
He's running D&D games and other games.
Obviously more important.
I was shaking dice with
Heck
him
yeah.
for the past few months here. Anyway, so come back next time where we will watch Muppet Treasure Island.
Win for Ken.
It's
Win for
It's
Ken.
just
This
wins
movie is fantastic.
over and over again for Ken this year.
I would make a win list, but we're kind of out of old movies that I would consider a win for Ken. We would have to go up to like 98, 99.
Yeah, we're not. We got too many. We can't open it up that far.
Not yet.
So come back when we rewind again.
Yay! I don't have any quips.
You're
I'm
quipless.
quipped out.
You're quipless. Your paper is empty.